we're getting to a real interesting place where you don't know what's real anymore. We see everything that's been put out by all of these AI companies and all of these different AI tools, but there's no telling how advanced things are behind everyone's closed door. And I think that the propaganda machine itself that continues to just pump things out all day just helps lay the bed for confusion when it comes to anybody trying to observe it. And I'm sure we're going to get to this point here in, the next 12 months. Well, there's going to have to be something done about that specifically. There's just no way of getting out of us finding a way to either start authenticating things, which still begs a lot more questions about things just being fake, everything being artificialized, and things that are weird, just constantly fed, as if it wasn't like that before. But now you have a different type of crossover where the narrative can be completely portrayed and nobody ever really is going to be able to know or bat an eye. Because unless you're physically present and you're watching anything happen, go on, there's no telling what's real and what's not. And I don't think blockchain is going to be the actual resolution at all for this. It seems like it would be, but where do we start crossing that line between privacy and still being autonomous versus being able to authenticate things and understand that it's coming from an actual human? I think that's obviously why things have had AI labels, but when you look at the bigger machine, the machine by the collective algorithms and things that are getting flagged, it's not that hard for people that are, orchestrating all the narrative stuff to just go in and have a way to make sure that they bypass all of those safety nets. That's the whole reason why TikTok was sold to begin with, was because they wanted to eventually start using it as a machine like they did with Meta and Facebook, and how it's happened almost every single election essentially since social media became a thing. It's just been completely influenced by something that we have going on in ads in any place where you can buy ad space. Because what else is the biggest ad spender other than trying to get people to vote for you in a campaign? It's crazy. And all of the stuff around Trump anyway has started to bleed so heavily into like what looks to me just like headline, create this, create that. The narrative runs day in and day out. And if they have to be the premise of building an authentication system, but they have probably been orchestrating things for so long, then what is there really for us to do at that point other than having our own way of verifying it? I think what I'm most excited about is the next transition that we're going to have. I don't know if it's the change and shift on platforms or how things function. Things are getting a little wavy with the whole internet getting restrictions under certain circumstances, people having to do digital ID. Like, I don't know where the collapse point is in the entire area of everything we have going on, but I would say it's going to come sooner than a lot of people realize. And who knows under what specific ways that we're going to end up having to realize said thing. I don't think anybody thought AI would look like this at all. I don't think anybody is going to think robots look like what robots is going to look like, because so much propaganda has been fed to people through their eyes, ears, and how they're going to see this pop up. But nothing is going to look how you've seen it in a movie. It is going to idealistically be similar, because that's the whole point of prepping the brain's subconscious for something and how they do this at the top level. But breaking all of that down, there's still going to be that barrier shift where people don't realize they're seeing it, but they're seeing it. And that's where we're at right now. So I'm very interested to see exactly what is going to happen whenever the next phase of life comes in, because that's where I feel like we're at right now, is the in-between. There's not really a good tale of exactly what's going to happen next, how it's going to happen, and what we're going to do about what happens next. Part of that is still the AI itself. It's literally the machine, the operating system as a whole, all the algorithms, and everyone that is pushing agendas and narratives at the highest level. So let me know your thoughts about how things are going and where you think we're going to end up in what time scale you think we're going to end up at. A lot of people try to give it 5 years, 10 years, like we got 30 years. Bro, 12 months is going to be insane. The next 12 months is going to be insane. The next 24 months is going to be insane. And I don't think anybody is actually ready for that. So let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one. Also, don't forget to check out the live stream, 7 p.m. Central Time, every day on Twitch. Later.